Welcome back to a casted game of Age of Mythology Retold. We are watching a game between two of the best players at it. We've got I Am Magic seated at number 2 for the Red Bull Wolo tournament coming up, currently ranked 28th on the ladder, and he is up against Reyalp, aka Player Backwards, but I'll be calling him Reyalp because Player is not a fun username to cast, and he's ranked 29. So these two are going to be very good. Magic, of course, is a titan amongst the scene. If you guys haven't seen Magic before, he's one of the best Age of Mythology players there is, and he also started making some YouTube videos and guides. So if you haven't already, make sure you go over and subscribe to his channel. I'll leave a link down below in the description. And while you're at it, you should subscribe to my channel because we're going to be bringing you some awesome Age of Mythology content every single day. Having so much fun. Okay, Magic today is going to be playing as Odin, which is, I think, been revered as perhaps the best Norse civilization right now. Going with the 3 Ox card opening. So he's got 3 Ox cards right away, not doing any like overly fancy microing between regular trees and an Ox card or whatever. Going for three Ox cards. Let's go see what his opponent is up to. Reyalp is over here playing as Hades from the Greek Pantheon. He's got 7 village on food, 2 on gold. Really standard opening. Vill on wood, and probably add 1 more to wood, I'd imagine, here next. Maybe to food, we'll see. Okay, he's gonna get a gold. But anyways, Hades, I would say also, seems to be the more popular Greek civ. So I would imagine in the upcoming tournament, you're gonna be seeing lots of Hades. You're gonna be seeing lots of Odin. I imagine also Set as well. I've seen a lot of Set out of the Greek players. What stands out as the strongest Atlantean player right now? Or god? For me, I feel like I haven't seen a whole lot of Atlanteans out there at all. I don't know if we've really casted many Atlantean games out there. So chime in, let me know. What is your opinion? What is the strongest Atlantean god right now? I haven't seen a whole lot of Freyr usage either, which has been a little interesting. I don't know if it's just unfamiliarity with one of the newest civs. Maybe we have legacy players who are trying to play civs that they already kind of know and love, or perhaps they've already deemed that Freyr hasn't made the cut for them. I've been loving playing Freyr out on the ladder. I've been playing a lot of Freyr, a lot of Isis. Those are two of my favorite civilizations. Trying to make Sobek a thing, trying to make Sobek fetch, but it's hard. It's hard for certain. Age up's going to be coming in. We've got player aging up with Athena, the goddess of wisdom and strategy, which will focus on infantry. The Minotaur is going to be there, as well as upgrades for your infantry. And we'll see Minotaur probably coming out very quickly, coming out to harass out here on the field. On the other side, you're seeing Freyr, the goddess of love and sorcery, which is going to be a cav and hero focused. Odin already has civilization bonuses that really lean into your cavalry and your Great Hall units, particularly, which do your cav comes out of the Great Hall. They generate plus 25% favor in battle. All your units going to be regenerating, of course, and you get 2 Raven Scouts. Along with your gatherers and dwarves gathering faster from natural food sources. We'll take a real quick peek while we're at it at Hades, so you can see those civilization bonus. Hades really focuses on their archers. They do get a chance of getting a shade, which is a unit you get for each fallen soldier. You get additional health points for your myth units, and then you get additional range for your range units, which is really nice, along with free ballistics and burning pitch as you age up. So that's just like a massive bonus you get. We see Achilles being trained up immediately for the Greeks. As well as on the other side, we've got a Great Hall, really leaning into the bonuses of that civ. Okay, so we've got some relics being picked up. What is that? That is villagers farm faster. Be nice in the later stages of this game. Here comes the Minotaur. Not much to really do there. Kind of chasing that Valkyrie around. Not going to get a whole lot of value out of that one. at least yet. And Magic's also going to be adding a longhouse. So that's going to be a longhouse and a great hall. A little bit of everything there. We'll see what he ends up training up. If he goes for some kind of forward base or some military aggression. This kind of looks like he's staying in base here with Odin today. We've got some defensive wind walls. It kind of looks like both these players are just going to be turtling a little bit on their ground. They're not going to try to take a middle settlement, I don't think, here in this early stages of the game. I know I certainly wouldn't be trying to fast expand up against Magic. So we'll see if Forest Fire comes in here. Looking like he may cast it. Sometimes it's a bluff too. You just run around and pretend like you're going to cast it, and then players try to dodge it, which could have been what we saw right there. He didn't quite use it. Sometimes it's good to use it like as you're going in for attack to try to split your opponent's micro and throw off their macro. Could be certainly something you do. Okay, he has an archer range and a military academy, so that's going to be training up the hoplite, which is the mainline infantry unit you get there. And there we go! As well as some toxitates from the archer range. So as the Valkyrie is about to die from Achilles, is able to light the savanna trees on fire. Down they burn. They kind of do damage to nearby, so you have to run away from them. So that really idles all of these villagers off of that wood line. Going to force them out to somewhere a little more forward. Not the end of the world, but you know, messes with their build a little bit, and is like what can really happen. Okay, so we see some of those raiding calves coming out on the field. Oh my god, did that Valkyrie survive? Wow, really good micro here from Magic. That thing was very low on HP. If I switch perspective, you can see 32 HP was able to escape with. So could get another Valkyrie to heal up. It would be rather slow, but certainly can do it. Going to be trying to wall in player down on the south side. So this map, we're out here on Watering Hole. You can wall these choke points. In this case, like right here. It's kind of weird. There's no, you can't skip through on the back top side, but on the south side, there's a little choke. You see the raiding cav running around. That's why players done a really nice job of building some tree wood lines, trying to create some natural choke points. You just kind of want to force the cav away. You don't want to spend too much time chasing them. You'll just never catch them. Yow. Now, we talked about early expansions. It's looking like he could be considering another town center down here. I don't know if that's the case, though. He just went in for the kill on the Valkyrie. Wow, that's embarrassing. Valkyrie ran all the way to die like that to a few villagers in an open field. Okay, let's see what Magic is going to do next. He's been kind of running around Cav. Is he just going to sneak up to the next age? Add some wall segments in. I'd say it's definitely worth it. You guys are playing. You have these little choke points. Just wall them off. It's going to help you out. Okay, you're going to take out the scout now too. So, lots of raiding Cav on the field. Fair amount of, looks like he's got about 20 favor-ish. 20 favor. And I wonder if player will try to push out or just try to go for an age up. It kind of looking like it's a bang for an age up right now. So gonna need a blacksmith or an armory rather to do it. I don't know if I'll ever get to do that right. I feel like every Age of Empires game calls like the blacksmith something different. It's either an armory or a blacksmith every other Age of Empires game. That's not entirely true, but anyways. So we've got the raiding cav. Looking awesome, by the way. I really like the art on these. I think they look very distinct. I don't know if they made some tweaks to these guys, but it's very clear the CLS unit, even from pretty high up. Nice contrast and everything on that. I like how it looks. Really good job with the artwork. And there we go. We're going to see an age up out of Magic. Storage pit, blacksmith, armory, foundry. Yeah. Okay, I'm not entirely exaggerating. Okay, the Greeks are going to be going up with Aphrodite, the goddess of love and beauty. Focus on villagers. And the Nemean lion will be the myth unit you'll see. It has a mighty roar, which stuns units nearby. There we go. He's got it. Now, he actually pre-queued that, if you guys saw that. I got to give that a try. Have you guys been pre-queuing your age ups? So the idea is he pre-queues it, so the second he has enough resources, it queues up. Now, the downside, you see how this villager was almost finished? A lot of times maybe you want to wait for that villager to get finished before that age up starts, right? But sometimes you just want to make sure you get your age up in and don't forget about it if you're busy microing or doing something. So pretty cool. On the other side, we're going to be seeing Skadi, goddess of winter and hunting. So we're going to have upgrades for the throwing axeman. The frost giant, of course, will be able to freeze the opponent. Okay, so raiding horseman trying to do something. Raiding cav, didn't get a whole lot there. Actually, really quick, want to look at some of those techs that are available there for Freyr. So you get Huntress Axe, improves the range so they never miss, and harvest food to gather faster, especially from farms. Arctic Winds, which is for slow down. Yeah, okay. For water. Okay. So, some upgrades for the throwing axeman. And he's immediately training triple throwing axeman. So he's definitely going to be leaning into that, that age up. Okay. You know, player needs to be a little careful. He could technically like freeze this army and then just run over into his base with all of, he's got so many cav. Certainly something he could possibly do. I don't know if he'll do that, but it could be fun. Could be fun. We can dream. Okay, so we got the Minotaur out here, the Namian Lion, a lot of hoplites and a few Toxotes. Okay, here we go. Raid's coming in. Does he upgrade this? They are now medium cav. He was trying to build a little wood wall, and that honestly saved him that initial raid. Sentry being used, god power there, defensive god power. Gonna be able to force those back. Meanwhile, on the other side of the map, we've got a little push here by the Greeks. Got Minotaur winding around, looking to try to get a hit on those dwarves, but no, they'll ring around the rosy. That wall segment just saved him. Nice use of that. Good way to get a dodge his opponent. Will he use that freeze that is available? He's got those frost giants. I feel like the Greeks are in a bad position here. This doesn't look like a fight you want to be taking. Your enemy's terms. Okay, there we go. We're going to see frost giants punch away in the front line. His raiding cav turned into swine. That's going to be curse god power being used. He has not used the frost. And there we go. We got the healing coming in at the moment out of a little bit of every god power has just been used. I think the last minute player just used all three of his god powers. But Magic is going to be rinsing the rest of that army. Down they go. Also going to get access to all of those pigs that his army was turned into. Free bacon for the send back home to the missus. And yeah, that looked like a decisive battle there for Magic. Player, I don't know what he was thinking, just like going in there. Honestly, maybe he thought he was wrap around and escape. Didn't expect like this wall segment to be there. That little choke, I feel like prevented him from escaping. Okay, so that's gonna be pretty hard. So player just now researching the Vault of Erebus, which would be a 2 gold trickle rate. One of my favorite techs in the game, really awesome to get. We've got some Gaia in queue for the Norse. Starting to move to farms already. Kind of surprising he's going to farms, considering that like seems like he has control of this map and like there's all these hunt available. But I think there's also a tech for hunting, harvest. Yeah, cause food to be gathered faster, especially for farms. So that's why 20% rate for farms. So that makes total sense why he's going for that. And another army that could get wiped out here soon. He sees it. Gonna run away with those raiding cav. That is not there's an attack revealer. It'd be nice if they fix that. To a military academy and archery range. Yeah, nice little position here for player catching Magic off guard, trying to build a town center. He completes the town center, but loses a few throwing axemen at the beginning of that engagement. That was good timing here, honestly. Magic took a little bit of a hit, and it certainly gave player a little bit of life here. But he did get a second TC up. He's got a hill fort there as well. I don't think this is a long-term fight he'll want to sustain under double, town center and hill fort fire. But we'll see. Toxidays continuing to fire away. Yeah, he's going to be able to push Magic back. Very nice play there. Very nice play. Maybe needs to get his own fortress down mid-map or something and try to get some siege going on. Not sure what his next play is going to be, but that was about as good of a fight as he could have taken right now from his position. I definitely probably a little bit behind, but yeah, he's going to keep fighting. That was a good engagement, good micro. Okay, Hill Fort keeping those dwarves safe. They're back at home, and there's that frost. Yes, he's going to be freezing his opponent. What does he do now? Looks like they're shooting at the... They got a lot of defense when they're frozen. Looks like he's just going to ignore them and go for some raids, and that's what we're going to see. Villagers split, but they all are going to be dying. Just lost like 5 or 6 villagers right there. Villager count, look at the top. 79 for Magic versus the 54 player. Stark difference. Absolutely. Okay, and we're seeing right now lots of frozen units getting ready to come out of Carbonite soon. And then we'll be facing down that Norse army. This god power just stops you in your tracks. It drives me crazy when I'm playing against it. It's like, you know it's coming and there's just nothing you can do. He's just gonna freeze your whole army sometime. Okay, so the Greek army has thawed out. Let's see how they do now. Lots of throwing axemen around, surrounding this. A little bit of chaos. Hard to tell what's going on. The Minotaur just keeps flipping people. And he's gonna escape. Raven's watching up there. Still keeping some map presence though. Players certainly still out here. Minotaurs just do so much damage when they fling units away. Okay, so we got an age up coming in for Magic. I was kind of wondering where his units are. So he's going for Tyre. That's going to be giving access to the Fimbulwinter, and not even going to get to that point, unfortunately for him. I Am Magic is going to be taking this with a decisive victory. Really coming down to that engagement and the choke point by his base. Player overextended and just got caught behind that wall, got a surround, and just took a beating there, losing his entire army. Just really hard to recover from a position like that. And man, Odin just really good as well. Not the downplay, of course. Magic is literally one of the best in this game. Let's take a look at the total resources gathered, and you'll see, yeah, look at that. The Odin's economy was just cooking, moving ahead that whole time. If you look at the civilian units, rather similar, all things considered. Their economy is just so strong, paired with a lot of other good things. I Am Magic going to be taking a decisive victory for this one. If you're watching on YouTube, I hope you enjoyed this casted game of Age of Mythology Retold. If you did, consider subscribing to the channel. I've got other guides available, as well as check out the Recs you can upload and download on aom.gg. Link down in the description. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next one.